Greetings. Part 2, integration tests. Need to get it done. Let's get into it. Good. We have this yearly sum bytes writing to a file. We need to do similar thing here. So top errors. This is are some employees. Good. And this. And then need to get it as a byte array. So top errors, basically want to write it to a byte array. Yeah? Write to byte array. And a separate method. So we can proceed again from a test method that we created. Let's top uncomment this one. TopN. Manager TopN. And moving it to the top. You can see writing to the file method is no longer needed. So TopN, what does it do? It returns us also a byte array. N, and how would it do it? You kind of would need to calculate the yearly sum, but there is, so let's do it first, but then you will quickly refactor it to not have any code duplication. And write to byte array what we had here. Get top earners from, so not all employees, but rather top earners. Actually, we have this one, no? Like this. Top earners, top N, and write top earners. We go. Top N looks good. Same with BottomN. BottomN. Can byte array, and it would be this calc. But why do I put this calc yearly sum? Let me explain it. It's because in theory, a user of this class of employee manager is not obliged to call this method first. Maybe he just wants to call TopN. He doesn't know what is happening inside, and neither should he. So this is a fail-safe mechanism. Like if this method getYearlySum wasn't called first, then we still would calculate like sums, because we need the sum for top earners. If we don't calculate the sum, we won't know who is top, who is bottom. Calculate sum, top earners, bottom earners, yeah, and write to byte array, bottom earners. Great. Quickly now we can take away. So this yearly sum, we'd actually like to do it once. And when we can do it, when we actually initialize file, yeah, data from file. It makes sense to move it here, well, and here. After we have read employees, either from a file or from bytes, we just calculate it, and now it's ready to be processed. Now we can query it. Basically, we have this new idea here, which is read once, prepare data once, and then query it multiple times. It's a very powerful idea. We will be using it multiple times in the future. We don't need this, and we don't need this. Great. And now let's use it. Where do we use it? We can use it here. TopN. TopN, BottomN. Then we don't actually use this method write to file, but we rather use. Oh, okay, so write to byte array. I forgot. So here I would have to specify ClassMap. because otherwise it will write the full employee data to both. Good. Quickly forgot it. Okay, and then what? We just write the file as it was before. So top earners, yeah, we would write it for this file. And we can write bottom earners to this file. Great. This is fully working. Nice. Can quickly test it. What do I have? I remove all these files, run it. Nice. And we can check. Oh, for instance, bottom earners. Nothing. Empty file. Okay, something went wrong. Let's figure it out. What could it be? Okay, so let me check. But here I get output. I'm using the same methods. Let me check output. Okay, looks fine. Okay, oh, I see. By the way, here is not mapped. I need to fix it. But that's not a bug. Oh. All right, I see what it is. So as you can see, only 98 rows and 97 rows were written. But we should have had 101 rows because we had 100 records. So this is a sign that it was not written in the end. So it's kind of a sign of stream not being flushed. Let me show you what I mean. Here, when we write to byte array records, actually we need to close the stream which we were writing to. So this writer, we need to write either close should work, flush should work. Flush would mean that it will actually put all its data into the underlying stream before going to this line, because yeah, that looks like memory stream to array worked in the middle, like worked when writing was in the middle, like not fully finished. So this will ensure that its writing is actually finished, and only that memory stream will be created with whole data. Let's see if it helps. Okay. Oh yes, I think it helped. You can check output. Nice, 101, and everything to the end. Now we can see the top earners is not empty either. Yeah, nice. And this one as well, I believe. Good. I saw a quick bug, which was that here was not mapped. Oh, how could it be that here is not mapped? So I'm writing exactly the same that I'm reading. So, well, does it mean that? Let me check what happens when we parse employees. So read from file, I'll put a breakpoint here, read from disk. Please, does employee have a year? Here, no, it doesn't. Here is not. Okay, so it's parsing. It's an error during parsing. Parsing is here in employee map. Oh yeah, I missed that. Yeah, so writing to the same file didn't uncover this issue because column was there, I believe, or maybe it did. Anyway, quick check if this actually fixes it. And output, off we go. Yeah, is great. Good. What do we have? This file is not used anymore, and we can actually delete it. Now we have write to byte array, the reading, parsing from memory stream, parse, read. You can see that there are some static methods, which probably means that it should be moved to either another class, helper or something. We can take a look at it. Top bottom N looks good. Let's get to actual integration test, shall we? Good. So now we have all of this is working. Great. what will we do? Then we can actually start asserting. So I would need to take a file, first file will be yearly sum, and check its record. For instance, I can check that its yearly sum is actually 78. So how do I do it? I need to read it. I need to read from a memory, from a byte array. How do I do that? What do we have already? Let's check. Read from byte array. This is writing, get records, and from a stream reader. And we have this. Okay, well, I say we move it to some CsvFileHelper, because it is not responsibility of the employee manager to actually do all of this CSV manipulation. You see, its responsibility is to like find earners, do some sums. Yeah, it doesn't have to do all of this CSV work. Yeah, and let's move it to a separate class. We can call it CSV file. Looks good to me. I'll move employee all of the CSV static related code to CsvFileHelper. Good. Now fix what was broken. That's the only thing that has employee. We can deal with it later using generics. CsvFileHelper. Excellent. Accessible, white. Accessible. Yeah. Make it public. And last one is from test. Yeah, so we can read from a memory stream or from byte array. Actually, yeah, let's have two methods. It will be just more convenient. Read and from byte array bytes. And we know what to do. We just create a memory stream from bytes. Great. Back to test. Now it's simpler. So this is part called preparation or arranging. We prepare some data, then we actually act. This is acting. And here we will do assertion of the result. We actually get employees from yearly sum bytes. This is this parsed back file, and then I can do some assertion. Employee is 0, but it's yearly sum. Okay, let's run the test. It's gonna discover it, need to be rebuilt. Maybe now it can here. Test Explorer. Nice. And it will fail. Actual. So why did it fail? It failed because you're trying to read it with the map, but in map, this is default map, employee map. There is no property yearly sum. Yeah. So for the sake of simplicity, we can add it here, or we could create a separate employee map, employee result map class, and have its property there. We can go it like this. Okay, this should fix it, actually. No? Alright, what else do we have? Header with name yearly sum was not found. Headers. Oh. Header was not found. That's interesting. Let's debug. I don't know. What do we get here? Debug. Oh, it doesn't even hit this breakpoint. Okay, I get it. The original file doesn't have yearly sum, and that's why the original file doesn't have this column. And it tries, and this mapping says that it must be there. We make it optional. Is there something like this? Optional. Let's try now. Oh, nice. Oh, all right. So, okay, guys, a long one. But here, as you saw, we managed to write this almost finished the integration task. But more refactoring needs to be done, and then more refactoring to the program class. But it's very close to the end. I will see you in the part 3. Bye for now.